See, I love the Disney College program. I don't know about you, girl, but I love that program, girl. So hi everyone, it is Destiny Cecile. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another video as a part of my Disney College program series. If you're new here, hi, my name is Destiny. I've done the Disney College program last year in spring of 2023. I've also gotten into the program twice in the past, so I'm here to help you guys with your needs. Applications are open, but they are closing soon, so if you have not applied, please go ahead and do it. It is free, and why not, queen? Like, why not? Like, just, it's free. You know, if you get in and you want to go, go. If you get in and you don't want to go, well, at least you got into the program. So it doesn't hurt to try it out. So in today's video, I want to do the pros and cons of the Disney College program. The program could be very controversial. I know people who really loved it, and I know people who hated it. So I just wanted to kind of explain my pros and cons and the things that I enjoy and the things that I wish they did better on. Before we get started into this video, I know I'm going to have questions about these ears. Ears off of Etsy about a year ago. If I could find the link, it will be in the description box below. But they are so cute, queen. I know. If you guys are looking for any like cute ears, Etsy is amazing with ears. I actually need to go on Etsy tonight and look for some new cute ears because I wear these every day. Like my signature ears, if you know, you know. I didn't even take these ears to my program because I forgot them. But I truly love these ears. So I got this really cute Minnie Mouse blanket yesterday from TJ Maxx, and it's like reversible. It's so cute. And I have the Mickey one, but this one isn't as fuzzy anymore. Let's get started though. Number one is paying for your transportation to get there. I know a lot of internships pay for your transportation to get to Disney, but unfortunately Disney does not help you. If you get in, you do have to find your own way of getting there, whether that's catching a flight or driving all the way down to Orlando. But my flight was one of the first things that I bought because I knew the prices were gonna go up. So as soon as you decide that you're gonna go, look for those ticket prices. Not being able to choose your location. When I applied for my first program, we didn't even have the option that's on the new application where it gives you all the roles and you could say yes or no. You just put it in your resume and they kind of put you where you fit. But for these ones, you kind of get to choose, but it's not 100% guaranteed. They do let you know that it's not 100%. And it does suck because I know a lot of people that termed their program because they didn't like their location. Only reason why they would switch you out of your location is for a safety reason. So say if you work in food and bev and you're allergic to whatever that they use every day on a daily basis, that's a safety issue, so they would remove you. Besides that, tough luck. Unfortunately, you would have to just stay in your spot. Do remember though, if you're merchandise, you're able to switch shifts and work throughout all 4 parks and Disney Springs. You may feel extremely overworked. This is something every single CP alumni could tell you. There's times where you might feel like they're pushing you to an extreme. And if you haven't been in an environment where you're working constantly, I know for me, I only had one real job before Disney. So I like to say Disney was my only real job because that job was nothing compared to Disney. So at times you're going to feel like, there's a lot of pressure on you. It's very important that you're taking mental health days and that you're taking breaks. I know on your days off, it's always fun to go to the park, but make sure that you're taking days off to yourself. Like, don't go out to the pool, take a nap by the pool, or, lay down. Or, for me, I bought my Nintendo Switch while I was out there in Florida. So I just played my Switch whenever, I wanted to have a fun day, but I didn't really want to leave. I would do that. So I know you get 2 days out of your days off. Maybe one day you go to the parks and have fun with your friends, and one day you take that day to kind of regroup and get prepared for the rest of the week. The pay. Now, queen, I'm sorry to break it to you, but if you're expecting to save money on this program, like actually like put money on the side, 9 times out of 10 you won't, unless you're like extremely good with budgeting. I tried. I bought a budgeting binder. I really tried, and honestly it is very hard when you're paying for an extremely high housing bill. I had a 4x4. My housing was $234 a week before taxes. With taxes, I will say it was $260, and housing is going up. For my 4x4 this year, it'll probably be $244 instead of $234 of last year. Plus taxes, it'll be around $280 a week to pay for your house. Again, with $16 an hour, you're gonna have to buy groceries. If you go down there with a car, you probably need gas money. So you really will learn about budgeting, but they don't pay really well. you want to make sure you save a lot of money before you go. I know some schools, not my school, Queen, but I know some schools will financially support you. I know one of my friend's schools financially supported her because she was working under her school, which I think makes total sense. I really think some schools need to get with that, you know, like if you're working under my school, like we should financially support you. Or some people even got compensation back from their housing bills, which I think is really cool from their school because, you know, they went there under their school. My school doesn't do that, unfortunately. There'll be times where you probably won't have any money and you'll probably have to ask your family for money. So just make sure, you know, hopefully you have supportive people, people that could help you. If not, save money before you go. The Florida heat. Now, I come from California and I thought that I could handle the Florida heat. No, I couldn't. I could even wear makeup to the park. Like there was some days where I wore makeup to work and there were some days where like, is it really worth it, you know? So, yeah, it's extremely hot. Make sure you're drinking water because people dropped like flies. People always passed out. That was just like a natural thing. So stay hydrated because it's gonna be very hot, girl. You're in the middle of nowhere. A lot of people like to think Disney World is actually in Orlando. It is not. Disney World has its own separate area that's kind of excluded out from the Orlando life. So I will say if you have a car, bring your car down. Very not a smart decision if you don't bring your car down. I know I didn't have a car, but you know, I had friends that helped when I needed things, or I would catch an Uber, but with it being so far from the outside world, Ubers are really expensive, and Amazon and delivery apps are really going to become your best friend because I know for me, as a black girl, I want to go to the beauty supply, and the nearest beauty supply is like 30 minutes or 25 minutes away, and the Uber there is like literally 25, and then like there and back would be $50. So yeah, it's far from the outside world. If you want to go out and actually explore Orlando, make some friends that have cars if you don't have a car, or you know, get a car, girl, or bring your car down there, do something. You have transportation that will take you to only Disney property, and it will take you to like Walmart or Target. If you want to actually do things being outside of Disney, you're going to have some type of transportation. Feeling like the bottom of the barrel. I know in the workplace sometimes things weren't fair because I was a CP, and you know, in your workplace you're working with full times and part times, and as a CP you get the bad shifts. The part-times will work in the morning, the full-times will work in the morning, and you'll be there till closing. You'll be there till 2. If you don't like those shifts, honestly, give them away. Part-timers never get hours because of the CP, so part-timers are always willing to take shifts. But the shifts could get really bad, especially if you're placed in Magic Kingdom, because that park does have after hours. But yeah, you could feel like less than sometimes, and it sucks because sometimes the part-timers are literally the same age as you and they're getting treated way better. Whenever you're doing anything in life, there's always going to be something you have to start off. And if you ask any higher up in Disney, most of them started off with the Disney College program. So use that as encouragement to kind of build your way up. I'm going to start with the pros because obviously I'm not a negative Nancy. I love the Disney College program. I don't know about you, girl, but I love that program, girl. So let's start with the pros. Pro would be job experience. For me, I know working in Magic Kingdom, that is the most, obviously, when people are going to Disney World, they have to go to Magic Kingdom. That's the park nobody misses. So for me, it was seeing a whole bunch of people from all over the world come to Disney World, and it was great. It was a really great experience, and I got to work with different people. And yeah, like I said, I didn't have like a real job before my program. I really like to say my program was my first job. So for me, it was just being in that environment, you know. It was great, especially I took a little break from my HBCU environment to go there, which was great as well because I love my HBCU, but when I leave here, I'm gonna have to go out in the real world, and the real world is diverse. Resume builder. I've applied for jobs after my Disney College program, and they always ask me how Disney was. It really is true. It really helps, and it's great to have on there, especially if you've took classes. I had my master's degree, and I also had my Daisy diploma. Your Daisy diploma is when you get 10 hours of classes, and your master's degree is when you do leadership 101 class. But let's get to that actually right now. That the classes could also benefit you. In my Leadership 101 class, it was amazing. I still have my notes on my iPad. I feel like I grasped and I learned a lot from that class. Those classes do fill up really quick. Just how you're benefiting Disney, you want to make sure Disney benefits you. That's why I would always recommend to go to the classes, because at least you got something from being there. Because yes, you don't have homework or anything like that, but at least you're going and you're listening to what those people have to say, because then you leave with something. Because you could, in reality, you could really just work part-time at Disney World or part-time anywhere, honestly, but what are you gaining from Disney? That's the real question. So I would say I would 100% recommend those classes. And you could also put your degrees that you get on your resume, which is a good resume builder. My master's degree is on my resume, and my Daisy diploma is also on my resume. It sounds funny, like, I'm not gonna lie, I had an interview, they were like, what is that? And I had to explain it. If you're doing Disney on the Yard, the connections are great because there's a whole bunch of other students from HBCUs there. You can make a whole bunch of friends that want to be in the same career field as you. The person that I really got close to, he actually wants to do the same exact thing as me, and we're born on the same day. Myron, my Chip. Is he Chip? Yeah, my Chip, because I'm Dale. But yeah, you're gonna meet a whole bunch of people, connect with a whole bunch of people, and Disney on the Yard has specific events where they host of Black proprietors for Disney, and they talk about their Disney journey. Especially if you want to go further in the entertainment industry, like, these classes and this program is like perfect for you. Like, I promise, queen, like, I promise. The independence. Now, I will say I gained a whole bunch of independence, obviously, coming from California to Delaware, but my sister still lives 2 hours away. So if I need anything, like, it's not that far of a drive for them to come down here. But in Florida, I was completely alone, and I was making money. I had my own schedule, so I felt more independent while I was making my own money. And I got to budget things, I got to go grocery shopping, and I really think I matured a lot from that. This program also accepts people that go to community colleges, so this could be your first time actually leaving your house, which could be very scary, very, very scary. But you're going to grow so much. The last pro would be the free park entry. As a cast member, you are allowed to go to the parks whenever you feel like it for free. Just don't call out and go to work. That's automatic termination. If it's your day off, you can go. If you've traded your shift or given away your shift, you can go. But if you call out, you are not allowed to go to the parks. Do not try it. You will get fired. 20% off of merchandise. And you think 20% is nothing, but 20% at Disney goes a long way. So 20% off of merchandise, queen. Yeah. Chip and Dales that are also your tickets. You could bring other people in. Get your first Chip and Dale ticket after Traditions, which is the first week. So you have your first week. Then you get 3 more after you've passed 150 hours. And the way they work CPs, within the first month and a half, you should already have 4 tickets. So 4 tickets, you could bring your family in, take them to the parks for free. It's great. And you also get discounts if you would like to purchase tickets separately for your family as well. You can get discounts off of that. And when my family came, we got 50% off of our resort, which is great because Disney resorts do cost a pretty penny. So 50% also goes a long way. Now that's everything I have for my pros and cons. I feel like there could be so much more. Like I said, this program is very controversial. If you guys have any more questions, like I always say, you could DM me on Instagram or leave a comment down below. Please thumbs up this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!